I was in Paris because I have a show at Cruzvillegas Gallery, and also I went to Kadist for a conversation with Nicolas Paris, who's making a residency, and now I'm trying to start new projects. One I will have in March next year in London, in another gallery, in Thomas Dane Gallery. When I make a project, I use mostly materials from the place, and here in my studio, I collect materials from here, from the city, but also from my travels. So now I'm trying to produce objects and sculptures that are kind of activating these different places and their different economies. And then I just come here and play with things and like putting things together, like piling, making equilibrium games, like playing with instability, balance, lack of balance. But I have also my music, and I have some toys, things I like to watch, to look at. I keep things for some period and then I use them, but it's not that I immediately use things as I collect them. This is more for painting. I paint all kind of papers that I collect in my everyday life, like tickets, vouchers from the bank, and postcards, invitations. It's true, you know, like I keep everything from my everyday life. Salt and pepper from the plane, lotto tickets, you know, or bonus for smoothies that they give you for extra ones. Michel Foucault and Sartre. These are from the house where I live now, and I used it for a sculpture I made at Museo El Eco. Here I have some meat. This is a dry meat. So I use it for some sculptures, and it's good because you don't need a fridge to keep it, you know. And then it's very smelly, but I like it even. Coins here from everywhere also, like this from Korea. And I pierce it so to have washers. It's like a parallel economy. And things I've never used, and I don't know if I will.
Wow, where did you find it?
In France, in a kind of a garage sale. They call them vide-grenier. Every other month there is a celebration in every small town. So instead of selling all things like a garage sale, they exchange. And I exchange it for some wild boar prosciutto. And I keep also these things from every plane I take. I take it from the magazine. So they say the fleet. Many Mondrian's portraits. It's like I keep my hair from different moments, different lengths. Those are for to be used as washers, as Tom Marioni said, the act of drinking beer. So in fact, I almost discard nothing. When I was invited to participate in Documenta, they took every artist or participant to a museum. It's a museum now in the outskirts of Kassel that used to be the first concentration camp in Germany. I found the most interesting thing, a spoon, that it was in a vitrine, and it was pierced with some holes, the letters of the name of the owner, the former owner, who was not a Jewish but a communist, a Dutch communist imprisoned there, and it was for eating faster the food from the soup that they were given in the concentration camp. So I stole some spoons from everywhere since I went there until I went to Documenta, and I pierced all letters like A, B, C, all of them, to give to friends during Documenta. But the idea is that all of them are stolen. I don't think I'm a collector. I think I'm more like a like a beetle that is pushing a big ball of shit, you know, and then suddenly they discard the ball. No, it's not that they own the ball. Genetically, a gorilla is more similar to a human than a zebra to a horse. With the big ones, I made an exhibition in my gallery here in Curimansuto, and those are harder because it's something I make like not looking at the paper, so it's more like an exercise of consciousness of my body and slow drawings. I make with ballpoint pen, but I made also some big ones with a broom. So for using a broom, you cannot use this format. So I use like big papers, pieces of paper of 3 by 4 meters. The most important thing is that we can hold things this way with the thumb. And then it's like making a drawing, it's the evidence of that for me, you know. And then like making those bigger drawings was like the whole body is I mean, I'm an ape. That's the thing, you know. And then the scale of that was like giving my complete body this awareness, more like it's not a consciousness in a rational way, but the activity itself for me is what it's this evidence again. And the titles for all the big drawings are the names of my closest relatives: my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my wife. So it's not making a caricature of my relatives, of course, because they don't look like that, or just a bit, but trying just to give this idea, but not making an illustration of that.